सादर जय जिनेन्द्र। Arjun or Abhimanyu both were equally great warriors. In fact, Abhimanyu was a quick learner because he learned in mother's womb. But the difference was brought by the Sarthi, Lord Krishna himself, as a mentor, and Arjun won the war because he understood the navigation path of life and success. But Abhimanyu could not. Mentoring can bring immense success in our business, brand building, fundraising, right team hiring, structuring the business, scaling up it to build a career also at the next level. Only requirement is to ask the right question to right people and to get the right answers. JBN mentoring program is designed to meet the unmet need of mentoring of every member of Jito JBN. We are glad to launch our first Meet the Mentor program with two well-known seasoned mentors and role model in our Jito JBN family, Shri Motilal ji Oswal and Shri Sanjay Jain ji. Mentoring is different from consulting, coaching, motivation and training. Here, they will answer your questions. Over 200 questions were received by the mentoring team, evaluated, filtered and curated by the team led by Divya Mumaji. We observed a lot of common concerns about life, business, relationship, growth and finance. Now I invite Shri Gautam Jain ji, Secretary Jito Apex, to share his vision and thoughts around Meet the Mentor initiative benefiting every Jito member. Gautam ji.
Sanjay Jain, it's an eventful day. It started with the youth orientation and launch of Ghar Ghar Jito, and now the orientation program of JBN of specifically launch of mentorship program. Rishabh bhai ne already foundation lay kar diya hai of what this mentorship round is all about, and I think this is a bubbling thought जो कि संजय भाई के दिमाग में बहुत टाइम से चल रहा था कि गौतम भाई अपने को मेंटरशिप सीरीज करना ही है, बिकॉज दिस इज द ओनली प्रोग्राम जहां पे हम एक्चुअल के अंदर हैंड होल्डिंग करते हैं अपने एंटरप्रेन्योर्स की, टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर कंसर्न, टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर पर्सपेक्टिव एंड ट्राई टू एड्रेस देयर इश्यूज. Mentorship, as Rishabh rightly said, is not only about getting gyan. It is also about understanding, like a closed forum, about various aspects and various tangents and various approaches to the same problem or the same matter in context. Once you understand this whole philosophy of the same issue with multiple eyes, the outcome is completely different. The outcome is far more refined. It is also not about always getting the right results. It is always about working in the right directions. The result may or may not happen every time. So with this thought in fraternity, to address lot many common areas which we come across on a daily basis, हमारे दिमाग में, because we are not evolved and many times we are evolved, but too many things run in our minds. We always need somebody to give us that fine filter to come back and just hold us and say, hey, listen, everything is okay. I think what you're doing is right. Just do it this way and it is going to become even more better. Mentorship is going to take you through this journey. And I sincerely congratulate the entire JBN team led by Sanjay bhai and Rishabh bhai, Director in charge, Mahendra ji Sundesha, to have launched this event successfully today. Motilal ji hai. Motilal ji ka har word motiyon ki tarah hai. The most refined person in terms of thought clarity is Motilal ji. ये कभी भी कुछ बोलते हैं वो उस मोमेंट को पिक करके राइटली वो बोलते हैं जो कि उस मोमेंट की नीड है. And that is why he is where he is. His whole aspect of reverse mentorship, to learn from the youth, to learn from every single individual in life and keep growing and evolving ourselves, to be adaptable, to be agile, and to lead your entire business system in your ecosystem in any kind of a volatility. That is what Motilal ji is specialized at. Motilal ji, we are glad कि आपके यहाँ पर होने से और आपके होते हुए के अंदर we are doing our first mentorship series, and पहला पड़ाव अच्छा तो सारे पड़ाव अच्छे. Congratulations everybody, and let's look forward to many more interesting events to be launched, and of course, continuation of this mentorship series with great people from great industries and diversity. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
थैंक यू गौतम जी। इस जूम रूम में सभी डिग्निटरीज को सादर जय जिनेंद्र। और अब मैं बिना समय लेते हुए दिव्या जी से कहूंगा कि दिव्या जी प्लीज स्टार्ट द प्रोग्राम।
Jai Jinendra, good morning and happy Sunday. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this grand launch of mentorship program of Jito Nahar JBN. Thank you, Rishabh ji, for wonderful introduction with such an insightful story. Thank you, Gautam ji, for your inspiring words. And indeed, role of a mentor or sarthi is utmost important from ancient times. Even the global leaders like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk have mentioned the importance of mentors in their lives. One of the most effective way to change the life is to find right people who have already achieved what you want and then model your behavior. What a powerful motto of JBN under leadership of Sanjay Ji, enable to engage. And with this, directly let's deep dive into our first of its kind Meet the Mentor session. Meet the Mentor, that's MTM, is the series which is going to happen every month, and getting focused solutions to the questions from the mentors is the core object with which will help you as business owners, founders and leaders to clear the blocks in your organization. Every month we will have mentors from different industry, and you get a platform to ask focused questions and get fireside focused prompt answers from them. So MTM Meet the Mentor is an initiative of JBN Mentorship Program and other initiatives which includes one-on-one mentoring, group mentoring sessions with mentors across cities, industries, verticals, and even countries through result-oriented structured process, which will completely be supported by digital platform for effective review and monitoring system. I'm super excited to get the fireside answers from all our esteemed mentors today, Shri Motilal ji Oswal and Shri Sanjay Jain, for number of questions which we all have received from more than 200 participants. So are we all ready? If ready, please type yes in the chat box. Your chat box is open for to receive the messages to the admin. So let's start our Meet the Mentor session today. Let me take the opportunity to introduce our mentors in brief today. Though they need no introduction, it's my indeed privilege to introduce them. Motilal ji Oswal is our first mentor, and he is the Managing Director and CEO of Motilal Oswal Financial Services Limited. He's a chartered accountant by profession, started his business along with the co-promoter Sri Ramdev ji Agrawal in 1987. Motilal ji has served on governing boards on BSc, IMC, and also has served on various committees on BSc, NSC, SEBI, CDSL. He is the past president of Jito and has been awarded with Rashtriya Samman Patra by Government of India for being amongst the highest income tax payers in the country for 5 years. For his work and contribution to the capital markets, Motilal ji has been felicitated with several awards and accolades. Motilal ji has authored 2 books of the quotations on the essence of business management and the essence of life. It's indeed pleasure to have you, Motilal ji, today with us on this platform. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Jain, Mr. Jain has been a managing director of T T Ltd, a company listed on BSc NSE. He's a gold medalist from IIM Ahmedabad. Apart from being a cost accountant and a company secretary, he's been awarded Udyog Ratna Award in 2010. He has been heading various committees, and he also has been part of Mentor Edge of IIM Ahmedabad. He has been a jury and the mentor in ET Power Ideas 2010 and 12. Currently, he is our Nahar JBN chairman, heading JBN nationally and internationally. It's really indeed wonderful to have you both as our mentors today. And we are indeed, very happy to have you with us. So the topic today is for the mentors is building big businesses. And let me tell you, give you a brief statistics. We have received more than 200 responses, questions, queries, and challenges. The responses received from more than 45 cities And if I give you the bifurcation amongst how we have received it, so around 46 queries received from youth wing, 125 from patron members, 23 questions have been received from CP, FCP members, 22 have been received from non-JITO members, and 3 have been from ladies wing members. Even international chapters, we also have received some questions from them. So, so many questions with so many similar to each other that we have categorized the questions into different verticals. That is HR, team building, motivation, funding, leadership, customer retention, customer acquisition, and so on. Also, we have been live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can watch this MTM series live from all JITO handles today. So if I have seen further, it's by standing the shoulders of giants. That's said by Isaac Newton. And we all at JITO are blessed with to have our giant business leaders with us who are there to guide, handhold, and mentor us in our journey of entrepreneurship. So with this, it's my absolute honor and pleasure to put forward the questions one by one before our esteemed mentors. So the first question to Motilal ji is on motivation, and as he has been a source of motivation daily for so many of us with his wonderful quotes every day. I'm sure you have been following him. So let's start with first question for Motilal ji. Can we have a spotlight on Motilal ji, please? So Motilal ji, first question which we have received is how to keep ourselves motivated all the time.
So, Jai Jinendra to all, really an honor for me to be here with you all. Thank you, Divya, and really look forward to interaction from all of you and Sanjay ji also. So good. I think motivation actually is more, in my view, it's more internal than external. But I think having said that, if really I think believe in really I think external motivation, then external motivation doesn't last much. It can really I think keep you up for a few minutes, few days, but after that it has to be within you, your own commitment, determination. I think that's what is more important, and that really lasts long. I think I don't remember the name of the author, but somebody said that motivation is like having bath. You need it every day. So every day when you get up, I think you need to really, I think, make sure that you really immediately in the morning you get up, you jump from the bed and see so many kind of possibilities, so many excitement, so many, I would say, positive things are happening, which really I think really keep you excited. That's the way I believe in. That's the way I practice it. I get up anyway between 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, and I think the first thing I do is really I read my books. I share some of the ideas through my Twitter handles or emails. And that's what really I think keep me on and on and on.
Wonderful. In fact, I'll tell you, I have been your regular follower on the thoughts what you post daily. Thank you so much. And the second question is, in this current pandemic situation, how to stay in the market with same courage and with more confidence?
I think first thing very important is in life, you need to be very, very optimistic. Okay, there are a lot of kind of I think right things happening and few wrong things happening also. So you should not carried away by the negative headlines which really appears in media or in kind of I think some interactions. So I think optimism, positive kind of I think I would say attitude is very, very important for us to remain kind of I would say active in this kind of really I would say different situation. There will be, and I don't call it a difficult situation, but it's a different situation. You need to really get adapted, because in life you will find I think different kind of situations which you will get used to, and you exploit those kind of I think adversities to your advantage. When I look at my own business, really I think we are lucky that we are part of a business which is much more digital in nature. But we have never worked like 6,000 employees, 30,000 kind of I think business partners and associates and their employees. How I think you can work in a kind of lockdown situation. So nobody had the experience. We even didn't thought, we just get 1 or 2 day notice that okay, I think things are going to be shut down. So in 2 flat days, we prepared our IT guys or HR guys to make sure that everybody is given the kind of, I think, digital card, the internet connectivity, and the infrastructure to work from home. And for 7-8 months, we have started now opening up slowly, but still only 5% of the employees still work from office. But 95% of the people still work from home. To begin with, we are hardly 10 or 15 people out of 6,000 people who were part of the IT system who was working from office. Otherwise, everybody was working from home. So the question is that you need to really understand the situation. You need to have very quick kind of, I think, quick reaction to what exactly you can control, rather than feeling helpless, rather than blaming government or rather than blaming somebody else. And I think those situations really worked very well. And I think a lot of new possibilities have opened. Like I never thought that I'll be able to work from home. And in fact, the working hours has been extended. I've been able to meet more and more people. I've been able to address maybe lakhs of people through various seminars, through Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all. So you have opened a lot of new possibilities, and that is possible only once you're open to those kind of possibilities. And I've seen a lot of my friends, they keep on blaming, they keep on kind of, I think, feeling in negative, अरे बहुत problem है, ये है, वो है. But I think you can't help it. There are certain things which are not in your control, right? What can you do about it?
Absolutely.
So make best out of that. Yeah.
Yes.
If life throws kind of, I think, I would say a lot of kind of, I think, challenges, but there are so many opportunities, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, so one question which Mr. Kumarpal from Mysore has asked, that we are, facing the challenge in opening up and implementing the plan. So, how do you deal with the fear of losing? Can you throw some light on that?
See, as I said, that I think you need to really, I think, understand the situation, because opening the plants would have different challenges than opening the financial services business or opening a bank or opening kind of, I think, an FMCG shop or a portal. So definitely you need to understand the ground realities. How really, I think, you want to understand, diagnose the issues, and make sure that life become normal. And we started kind of, I think, market actually corrected by 40% in few days. Nobody had any kind of inclination that market can go down by 40% and then it can go up by 80% from there. Okay, so you need to really keep on understanding the environment, external environment. You need to keep on really, I think, talking to people, right? People who really, I think, can show some kind of, I think, lights on that. And that's where really you try to really, I think, come to an action plan. Okay, in that process, you will do some mistakes, but don't kind of, I think, have this kind of fear of doing mistakes. Okay, take it kind of, I think, as a challenge. And life में बहुत सारी adversity आएगी. And once you really, I think, and you learn and you become far smarter and better from those kind of adversities. If there are no adversities, I don't think so you have any excitement in life. Okay, so you learn from those adversities. You try to really, I think, create various scenario planning, like what is my plan A, what could be if thing doesn't work, this is my plan B. And you create an ecosystem of the people who really, I think, believe in your kind of, I think, thought process. Because so many people kind of, I think, are available to help you, to advise you in that kind of, I think, situation. So go out and talk to people and try to, I think, understand how they are doing it, how really, I think, the global things are happening. So much knowledge is available in social media and internet, various magazines, newspapers. So if you have got a solution approach to a problem, then you will find a solution. But if you've got a problematic mind to the problem, then somewhere you will get lost. And I think now life has become, I would say, 80-90% normal. And in fact, some of the kind of, I think, businesses are doing far better than what they used to do in financial services or in banks or in pharmaceuticals. I think so, in chemicals, in now metals, commodities. I think there are a lot of kind of, I think, opportunities which are emerging, which were not being seen or which were not available. And thanks to, I think, the technologies like Zoom and kind of, I think, other platform where you're able to, I think, you don't miss. I have meeting with 100 people, 50 people, 10 people. And in fact, I work more than what I used to work from office, because you got some freedom, you save a lot of time, you remain focused on the topic. When you meet personally people, then a lot of kind of, I think, time going into kind of, I think, formalities and hi, hello, this, that, you get digressed from the topics. So you make best out of the situation. And I think that's very,
Wonderful.
it is all
Wonderful.
about.
Thank you. So I think looking the possibilities into diversity is, absolutely critical and important. So now I move to Sanjay ji for the question. Mr. Hitesh Kumar from Bangalore has asked one question, which is about building right teams and efficient teams with complementary skill sets, and something on views, goal setting, and the right strategy to achieve them. So over to you, Sanjay ji, for your remarks on that.
Thank you, Divya ji. First of all, congratulations for your first program.
Thank you.
And a big thanks to Motilal ji for having joined us for our inaugural mentorship program. It means a lot to us, sir, because that gives us a lot of confidence that we are working in the right direction. And as you have already introduced, I'm extraordinarily passionate about mentoring. It's something which comes right from my heart, and not from today, from many, many years. And I've mentored all variety of people and cross sections. The question you asked is it's a real, it encompasses a lot about business. Anyway, I'll try to segment it. First of all, building the right team. I think so. A very large part of your success of any organization is evolves around building the right team. If you have the right team, I think so. Even if you don't have ideas or strategy yourself, you will find it from your team members. And capital, many people think capital is the most important thing, but I personally feel capital today in India is not an issue if you have the right team, the right business model, which comes again, and the right execution, it comes from the team. Now, how to build a team is $1 million question, which I also struggle. First of all, we need to understand one thing which I have learned. We don't need the best people, we need the right people. Many people feel if we just hire the best people with high salary tags, we'll form the right team. It's not that. And to give you a very simple and crude example, can an MBA serve tea? Can an MBA manage the reception, which is also your first starting point of any visitor? So I'll give you an example. When I hire people, let's say for a hardcore accounts job, Hindi speaking people who stay in close proximity are preferred by me because number one, they will stick on and be more loyal, and they're more focused on their job. They don't look for other opportunities. The way someone, as soon as he's good in English, he feels that he should get a higher salary. So again, that's not the best person, but he's the right person. You don't hire for a clerical job a chartered accountant because he's not going to stay with you for long. I was in IIM Ahmedabad in 2008 for a reunion, and that was a year of a lot of ups and downs. So everyone was very panic about a job. So the current batch had an interaction with us, with the seniors, about where they should look for a job. And I very categorically said that even if you come free of cost to me, I'm not going to hire anyone from here. Then they all looked up to me. And that year, 13 people joined UCO Bank. Now, I am Ahmedabad person joining UCO Bank is unheard of. Even in my times when I passed out in 93, we won't even join a Tisco, Tata or Reliance or Grasim for that matter. And all of them left within 6 months. So we need to have the right fit. So please, and how do people come? Of course, placement agencies are one source, but I think so more important than placement agencies are word of mouth. We need to be always telling people the type of people we need, the people we interact, our vendors, our customers. Like imagine if you're looking for a salesman, who can be a better reference for a salesman than your customer himself? Because he has interacted with those guys, he knows who's good and who's bad. No level of screening can ever cross you what a customer can tell about the person he has dealt with in another company, who wants to leave or who has left. So similarly, word of mouth, placement agencies, of course, you have nowadays digital. You can take Naukri.com. Of course, you're going to get a lot of irrelevant, but you get corporate packages for 15,000, 16,000. So at least you can have a large pool amongst which you need to screen. If you get 100, only 5 will be worth screening, and probably only 3 will be worth interviewing. But to look for people is a constant process because the company is also evolving, our roles are also evolving. And rather than always looking outside for people, unlock value within your company. When you're not finding a good person outside, what you do is you take a person who's already doing a job and see what is the job he's doing content. Suppose he's earning 30,000. Can you take out the job he's doing, which is only worth 20,000? Hire a lower level incoming person and on the other give him more value enhanced job, because he understands your business, you understand him better. So you can unlock value within your organization. I'm 100% sure if all of us sitting here decide to unlock value, they're going to find a lot of value within the organization rather than hiring verticals from outside at much higher salaries uh, than what they can do from inside people.
Absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful insight, sir. So I would like to ask Motilal ji a question on behalf of Nitin Jain from Ahmedabad. We are into government tender businesses and we are doing business from last 7 years, and now we are moving for expansion. So what do you think would be a right way to get funded, either from angel investors against the equity or listing the company on the BSE startup or SME exchange?
So I really don't know really, I think what kind of really business you have, how big the business is. So I see, because the businesses can be manufacturing, it can be trading, it can be kind of, I think, into any kind of contracting. So funding, I think there are a lot of kind of, I think, sources between whether you want to raise debt or whether you want to raise equity. And within the kind of, I think, debt and equity, there are a lot of options. I think equity, it can be private equity, it can be venture kind of, I think, capital, it can be IPO, it can be strategy kind of, I think, sell. So I think capital market is giving you so many options for you to raise money. If your idea is good, I think there's no dearth of capital here. And I think for you to really, I think, become committed to the long-term interest of the investors, I think you need to have very strong, apart from the business and idea, you need to have very strong governance. You need to create, as Sanjay said, very kind of, I think, good team. And I think that's what really, I think, it matters. Good people, good idea, and good kind of governance. They all give kind of, I would say, longevity to the organization and confidence to external investors. Of course, I think you need to really sustain the business, what we call it, longevity or sustenance in the business. But I think today I can tell you that there's no dearth of capital for the right cause and for the right business.
Wonderful. So similar question which has come from Ajay Samdadia from Navi Mumbai, that he is into the healthcare industry, which is $1 billion sector today, and he is looking for funds to expand the business by hiring the right talent and developing the robust IT team. So you have rightly answered this question as well in this answer what you have given. So thank you so much. And now I move to Sanjay ji for the question again on, very similar to the team building and all the family run MSMEs. I mean, this question has been given by Shreyansh from Ahmedabad. So all family run businesses have owners they have concern with the staff or the labor, and to disconnect and place the right team according to the existing setup of the manufacturing. So here what his question is that, how the efficient processes and systems can be laid in this in the organization, which can sync with the existing unorganized setup of the MSMEs. So your views on, setting up the right efficient processes in organizations, sir.
Thank you, Divyaji. This is something we are constantly endeavoring to do in our own company also. So it's very close to my heart and something which I regularly speak about. First thing I want to make clear to everyone, we have a notion that to professionalize our company, we need to hire a lot of professionals. I think so. Professionalism is an attitude, is a thought. It's not about the people, it's about our approach. So first of all, we need to be very clear, and we have to have a clear mindset. There can be people better than us in our organization. Typically an owner feels, a founder feels, मेरे से अच्छा कोई नहीं है, सब मेरी बात सुनो और करो. अगर आप ऐसे लोगों को अपने कंपनी में रख रखे और कोई भी आपसे बेटर नहीं है, तो पहले आपने गलती कर दी है. You may not be as good, but you can definitely hire people who are better than you, who will take you to the next level. So first of all, accept other people, have a two-way channel, and don't look at making dramatic changes because you have come up with a culture, and it's not only your family members who are also involved need to align with you, which is not easy. हम कहते हैं ना कि I'll give you an example. एक कहते हैं disruption कीजिए, और डिस्ट्रप्शन का मतलब है बड़ा धमाका कीजिए, change everything, come up with a new policy, new systems, efficiency, hire a consultant like Rishabh ji, will give you a very good idea about everything from his experience. The other way of doing it, that's one way of doing it, where you transform everything overnight. But to handle that change itself, you need a lot of capability in-house. Other way of doing it, आप धीरे धीरे changes कीजिए. और मैं एक दिवाली का एग्जांपल दूंगा आपको. एक तो चॉकलेट बम होता है जो आप फेंकते हो लाइक अ डिस्ट्रप्शन. दूसरा, आप छोटे छोटे चेंजेस करते हो. एक, अगर अपने दिवाली में लड़ी बॉम्ब अगर आप लोगों ने सबने छोड़ा होगा तो 10,000, एक एक छोटी लड़ी अपने आप में आवाज नहीं करती है, बट जब वो लड़ियां एक से एक जुड़ जाती है 10,000, तो वो चॉकलेट बम से भी ज्यादा इंपैक्टफुल होती है. सो चेंज इनटू चेंज कैन ऑल्सो बी डिस्ट्रप्शन एंड नॉट ओनली बिग चेंजेस. तो रादर देन एज अ फाउंडर आई विल से आप एक एक सेगमेंट उठाइए जो आपका सबसे क्रिटिकल है, जहां आपको लगता है सबसे ज्यादा आपको प्रॉब्लम फेस हो रही है, जहां आपका काफी समय जा रहा है. और मैंने ये एक्सरसाइज अपने ऑफिस में कई बार कराता हूँ जब मूड होता है, भाई लिखो कितने घंटे का काम किया, इंक्लूडिंग माई सेल्फ. एंड नॉर्मली हम देखते हैं हम आधे से ज्यादा काम 10-20 हजार के आदमी का करते हैं. तो वी नीड टू, एज आई सेड, अनलॉक वैल्यू नॉट ओनली अमंग्स आवर स्टाफ, अमंग्स आवर सेल्स ऑल्सो. सो हाउ डू यू अनलॉक वैल्यू? फर्स्ट यू राइट डाउन एंड सी व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, और धीरे धीरे आप चेंजेस कीजिए. भाई ये काम क्या आपके लिए जरूरी है? कैश वाउचर आप साइन कर रहे हो, कैश वाउचर साइन कर रहे हो, बहुत अच्छा है, चाय 6 रुपए की जगह 5 रुपए में लिया है, but are you going to be penny wise and pound foolish, or you want to be pound wise? अगर आपको बड़ा सोचना है, बड़ा देखना है, ऑब्वियसली आपसे अच्छा हर काम आप शायद बेटर कर सको, आप ज्यादा दिल और जान से करोगे, बट वी नीड टू ग्रो, वी नीड टू पिक अप द बिगर थिंग्स. तो प्लीज फोकस देयर and slowly keep delegating things and keep an overview till you're not comfortable, and keep training your people. Be with them, don't shout at them. Even if you're giving them directions, be it in a discussing mode, and I can tell you it will bring dramatic changes. आप धीरे धीरे चेंज भी कर दोगे और किसी को पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कहाँ से कहाँ शिफ्ट हो गया. और मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ आप 8-10 साल में कीजिए, 6 महीने, 1 साल, 1.25 साल, 1.5 साल में, क्योंकि ये इवॉल्विंग प्रोसेस है. एनवायरमेंट इज चेंजिंग, we have to react to stimuli and keep changing ourselves. So thanks for that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. So my next question goes to Motilal ji. Sir, Amit Nahar from Chennai has asked that how should a professional services company...
Sorry, Divya, you are muted. You need to unmute yourself.
I'll repeat again. Amit Pawar from Chennai has asked a question. How should a professional services company scale up globally?
No, I think first thing is that really how do you create excellence in the domestic market? Unlessly, I think you don't have cater to a domestic market. So I think it's very important that any organization which have global aspiration, of course, which is the first step to kind of, I think, move up, that you need to have aspiration which are you need to think big, you need to have global aspirations. But then the second question is that what is going to be your competitive edge? What's your winning formula? Or how different you are compared to your competitors? Okay, so you need to create that kind of edge in whatever product, services, or idea you have, and then only you can really, I think, become global. And then once you really create certain kind of, I think, excellence or winning formula or competencies, then really you need to have the right kind of people who actually help you in executing your dream or your plans. Okay, so very strong team. I think in my mind, first thing is that you need to think big. Second thing is that really you need to have some winning formula. Whether you are a one-man organization or two-man organization. When we started, we were just two kind of, I think, partners and one office boy. But I think you have an idea. You have an idea which really you have been able to execute on yourself. Okay, and then you build the team, then you build the brand, then you really, I think, try to, I think, make sure that I think you do kind of, I think, you follow, create right kind of processes, right kind of technologies. So you need to create that kind of, I think, ecosystem as an organization where you excel into the product or services you are in. And of course, you need to have patience, because it's not going to be really, I think, very easy, or it's going to take a lot of time. So you need to have patience, but along with the patience, you need to have perseverance. That's very, very important. And the most important thing, which really I think I would like to really put is, do you have very strong value system? Okay, you can succeed for short term by kind of going into shortcuts or compromising on your ethics or values, but I think you cannot create a sustainable organization for long term unless I think you believe and practice in the values system where your customers, your employees, all the stakeholders really really actually believe in your kind of governance, in your practices, and of course I think that's the way you create your own kind of reputation, brand, name, fame, for whatever you want to call it. I think that's the way I would look at it. I think ethics are very important. People are very, very important. Your own kind of aspiration is very, very important. And of course, what you are good in, or what is your kind of competitive edge, which you really bring on the table for your kind of customers and for you to attract the best talent.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. I think what my take from your interaction is building a right value system, and perseverance is the key for scaling up the business, whether it is nationally or internationally. Thank you so much. So Sanjay ji, the question for you from Chandmal Golia from Mumbai Baikala chapter is how to deal with unhealthy competition. We are living in a disruptive world and there is a competition all around. So how do you deal with that?
First of all, I would say unhealthy is a relative word. We always feel our competition is unhealthy, doing the wrong things, because we are uncomfortable by it. So our discomfort makes us put adjectives to competition. Let's learn from competition rather than allow it to disturb us. Look, for giving you an example, someone starts selling cheap. That's one way of being unhealthy. वो पैसा नहीं कमा रहा है, he has a different tactics. He's being aggressive. Today in the D2C world, I've also just now promoted a startup for my daughter. And अभी वहाँ एक ही है कि burn कितना कर रहे हो? How much can you burn more efficiently? So अब कोई भी जो offline होगा बोलेगा ये तो unhealthy competition, which is true. Because you are selling below your cost, or you're burning more money, not earning money. But देखिए, we cannot help it. दुनिया बहुत बड़ी है. Unhealthy competition एक बंद होगा दूसरा आएगा, because everyone is in a race to move forward and it's well within their rights. So we can't stop anyone from competing. We have to find our core competency. We have to look inward for our unique selling proposition, our USP. And if we feel we have none, then probably we're in the wrong business, because if this guy goes, someone else will come. So dive deep into yourself. Probably you need to get a mentor. Once our one-to-one mentoring will start very soon. Get someone who can dive deep. And mentors normally don't give you solutions. They ask you the right questions. And once you have the right questions, you'll automatically find the answers. So dig deep in yourself. Find out where you can move ahead. Rather than, जैसे कहते हैं ना, वो सामने एक दीवार है, तो दीवार से कितना भी सर फोड़ लीजिए, आपका सर ही फूटेगा. Can you find another way? कोई छोटा मोटा गेट मिल जाए या दीवार कहीं छोटी हो, तो you can jump over it. So try to look and go head on, नहीं जाकर. Find your own way. The market is big. सारे कस्टमर एक जैसे नहीं सोचते हैं, नहीं तो एक ही ब्रांड होता है दुनिया में, दूसरे ब्रांड होते ही नहीं. Multiple brands or brands are dying and new brands are coming. So find your own way. अगर offline में competition है, maybe you should go online and vice versa. So I'll just leave it there. It's definitely a difficult thing, but we have to fight it.
Great. So Motilal ji, Pritesh from Chennai has asked the question is about that he's not able to build up a good and strong customer base, and how do you give him a solution that how to build a right and strong customer base for a long-term growth?
I think the first thing is that you need to have very strong product or service, whatever business you are in, as I said earlier. I think first thing is that you need to have a very good product or service. And then, of course, I think you need to market yourself. A good idea needs greater marketing. Okay. So you need to spend a lot of time in kind of, marketing, create your own kind of, brand. But I think your first few customers, if they're happy, they become one of your biggest kind of, brand ambassadors. So I think the most important part is that, are your existing customers happy with your product and service? And can you really, keep on asking them about more referrals? I've seen my existing customers give me maximum referral. Like we must be doing about say 40,000 customers a month we add. So about 3,000 to 4,000 customers come from our internal customer referrals. And then we do a lot of kind of, I think, brand building and marketing and sales activities. Okay. Like you need to have very large sales force. Go and keep on really talking to the relevant audience about your product, about your services, build relationship with them. So selling actually takes time, but then it's a very scientific process that how you can become a sales superstar. But first point is your existing customers will be very, very happy, because otherwise it will be like a leaking bucket. If your existing customers are not happy, then you keep on adding more and more customers and they'll keep on kind of, I think, going away. So I think good product, very good existing customer base, take reference for them, invest into sales processes. Now there are a lot of kind of, I think, social media platforms which are available to you for you to generate very low cost or free leads. That are you available on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or Instagram? These are all free. So keep on talking about your products, your services. Keep on taking kind of, I think, referrals from your existing customers. Let them build testimonial with you. Hire good people who really, I think, keep on creating seminars, webinars, meetings, I think road shows, and whoever kind of, I think, your target audience, you need to create the database and keep on writing to them. So sales is a kind of, I think, very, very scientific process, but you need to have, as I said, the patience and perseverance, and you need to invest into that. Customers, however great a product is, customers are not going to come to you. Only very few customers will come to you from your word of mouth, provided you are good in that. But then really, I think if you have the global aspirations or very large aspirations, you need to invest into your brand, marketing, and sales organization.
Wonderful. So connecting question with this, Vikas Jain has asked from Indore that marketing customers and getting visibility, or going beyond, how do you expand in selling in other states? So how do you really go beyond your territories or your jurisdiction, go beyond, and so thoughts on that?
Yeah, because now in this kind of, I think, digital world, I think we are in global village. So through technologies, you in any case are reaching. See, look at Amazon, the world's biggest, largest kind of, I think, I would say company, third largest in terms of market cap. Okay. There's just, I think, through the platform, through the technology, they are reaching to the not only millions but billions of people and catering to them. Okay, so if your product and service is good and you're able to effectively market through social media and through digital marketing, you don't have to the offices in every city of the world. Like we cater to practically all my customers must be there in at least 25 to 30 countries in the world. Okay, we don't have any offices anywhere other than, I think, few offices in Singapore, Hong Kong, and I think in India largest. But we are catering to the people from Japan to I think US to kind of, I think, Australia to even South Korea. So I think your kind of, I would say, product offering, service, and through technology, you can actually leverage upon that. That's really, I think, very, very important for us to really build a very large organizations on a large scale and sustainable organization. But I think your values in your product, it has to be world class. And then really, I think, as I said, invest into the right marketing and sales organization. And people are very important part. The sales, your own team, you are alone, you are not going to do anything. So your people, I think, how do you retain them? How do we incentivize them? How do you motivate them? How do you engage with them emotionally? How do you train them? That's really, I think, a big kind of, I think, I would say, area where every organization of any size should really work upon.
Wonderful. So you also answered a very important question which was asked by Rajesh from Chennai, that we are good at retaining our old clients, but having difficulty in adding new clients. So as in your last answer, you very clearly answered that your marketing is a science and you need to really follow it with those steps, and you are able to get the new customers onboarded. So the next question is for Sanjay ji. Sanjay ji, Chandrasekhar from Kolhapur has asked that building a sales and marketing team. So how do you really build that team inside? and he is trying to locate the business associates and not able to get response. So how you really channelize on that? So if you can throw some lights on that, sir.
First of all, I just say, Chandragupta ji, please ask yourself one question. एक सवाल अपने आप को पूछेगा, अगर आप एसोसिएट होते, why would you join with this company of yours if you were an associated? Because very important to understand the other person's point of view and perspective. अगर आप इस why का जवाब दे सकते हैं, then you will create your marketing plan. Okay, this is what are the reasons why I would join, or these are the reasons why I will not join. We always look and feel कि हम बहुत अच्छे हैं, we should just go out. हमने JBN में लिख दिया है कि we are looking for associates, dealers, distributors. कोई आया नहीं. कोई क्यों आएगा? आज की दुनिया में there is no shortage of supplies for most areas. So why would anyone come? Where are you distinguishing yourself? So once you understand why anyone else, if you were in their shoes, why would you? You'll find your own strengths or you'll find your own weaknesses, which you will answer. So I think so that's very important, because there's it's like a one-to-many situation. Any good business associate has multiple options available to that person. So you need to stand out. And stand out is not only, as just Motilal ji said, not only the product and service, but how you market, how you present yourself. Very, very important. उसको कभी भी कट शॉर्ट मत कीजिए, मेरा तो प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, मेरे तो लोग ऐसे ही आएंगे, मुझे क्या करना है. ये एटीट्यूड कभी अपने आप में मत लाइए. सेकंड, कमिंग टू द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन ऑफ सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग. देखिए, सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग टीम ऑब्वियसली इज वेरी मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज दे आर द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पीपल. और पहले तो आपको यू हैव टू गिव देम, जैसे अपने जब मैदान में लड़ने जाते हैं, सो वी नीड आर्म्स, आर्मर, स्ट्रैटेजी. इब्राहिम लोदी को बाबर ने 1/10 से कम सेना में हरा दिया, बिकॉज अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्पीड, आर्म्स, ही हैड स्ट्रैटेजी. तो सबसे पहले आपको ये नहीं सोचना मेरे को सिर्फ टीम बड़ी करनी है, मैं वो 10 आदमी है, मैं 15 करूंगा, सो आई विल डू बेटर. सो फाइंड, उनको पहले ट्रेन कीजिए कि आपके दे शुड ट्रस्ट एंड बिलीव योर प्रोडक्ट. अगर इफ दे आर नॉट बिलीव योर प्रोडक्ट, देन हैव नो हार्ट एंड पैशन. और उनको मोटिवेट करना पड़ेगा विद द सेम पैशन दैट यू हैव. एंड प्लस आजकल ये जूम आ गया है, विच ऑल्सो इज गिवन मी एन आइडिया. Why not have 1 hour sessions every week with a third person about how you, or what you should, the small things that you can do. We should always pick up, as I call, the low hanging fruits first. तो हमें सेल्स पर्सन को क्या होता है, आजकल लिखने में बहुत लोग पढ़ते नहीं है. आपने लिख दिया, वो तारीख ही नहीं पढ़ते हैं, टाइम भी नहीं पढ़ते. आज जैसे सुबह फोन आया, संजय तुम्हारा सेशन शुरू नहीं हुआ. मैंने कहा वो तो 11 बजे नहीं, मोतीलाल जी 9 बजे वाले में बोल रहे थे, मैं सोचा तुम्हारा टाइम चेंज हो गया, तुमने यूथ से मर्ज कर दिया. सो नहीं करते, दैट्स अ फैक्ट, वी कैन नॉट चेंज इट. सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी कम्युनिकेटिव. वी हैव टू टेल अ सेल्स पर्सन एवरीथिंग. देखिए, उनका आईक्यू लेवल अपनी जगह है, हमारा आईक्यू, दैट्स व्हाई दे आर एट अ सर्टेन रोल. समवन इज अ सुपरवाइजर, समवन इज अ मैनेजर. बी वेरी पर्टिकुलर. और आजकल जूम के कारण आप सबको फिजिकली नहीं मिलके बता सकते हो. गिव देम द राइट स्ट्रेटेजी एंड गिव देम द आंसर्स टू द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच द मार्केट इज गोइंग टू आस्क देम. With confidence, with proof, with studying competition and everything. It will take you some time, but do that whole thing and then move ahead in the market. I am sure you will start seeing differences immediately. मैं आपको गारंटी करता हूँ, आपको immediately differences दिखने शुरू हो जाए.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So Motilal ji, this is one of my favorite question for today. Kunal from Bijapur has asked that he is currently 20 years old and he is running a cafe, and there are some plans that he wants to execute and want to make it very profitable, but sometimes his age and society makes him a bit tensed and forces him to take a step back. So what would you advise him, because you have recently addressed the youth session. I heard the entire session of yours. Motilal ji, you're on mute, sir. Please unmute.
Yeah. So first thing, Kunal, is age actually doesn't matter in today's world. In fact, age is an advantage today. And I believe you are a young person rather than an old person. That's what I believe. Because I think old people will have kind of, I think, definitely wisdom, but they will have certain disadvantages. So every new generation would have certain advantages, because really I think you go through life very, very differently. So I think don't worry about the age and take age to your side. Okay. And don't worry about, I think, what your parents are thinking or what your friends are thinking or what the societies are thinking. You have to believe in yourself, your idea. First, self-confidence. Second thing is that in your own idea. Like you have a cafe chain, right? Now, look at Starbucks. There's also a cafe chain, right? Starbucks क्या बेचता है? चाय, coffee बेचता है ना और क्या करता है? So cafe doesn't matter. Idea doesn't matter in today's world. You need to, I think, think about how you can make a very kind of, I think, user-friendly product or service. That are you existing customers today? Say you may be cutting to say about 500 customers, kind of, I think, or X number of customers. Now, are you able to kind of, I think, provide value to those 500 customers, and are they your kind of, I think, regular customers who consume your product or who come to kind of, I think, your kind of shop every day? So I think that's where you need to create excellence in whatever you're doing. Okay. I hate Starbucks, but when I go kind of, I think, in Japan or in US and all, I think love to have at least, because that's the only thing which is available everywhere. But I think the consistency and the product, I think they are able to deliver to the masses has made them kind of, I think, Starbucks. Or in India also you'll find kind of, I think, certain examples. If you really, I think, see in every field. So the idea, your own confidence, your own kind of, I think, product, and how do you create excellence on that kind of, I think, product, and then keep on multiplying those kind of, I think, experiences. You got one cafe, like when I started, I had only one shop, but now we run about 4,000, 5,000 shops across the country. We cater to global investors because my first few customers, my first few kind of, I think, customers were very happy. My few outlets started, I think, doing well, and we started kind of, I think, creating the larger distribution. But keep in mind the quality, consistency, and attracting the right kind of people. As I said, capital की कोई कमी नहीं है आपको. I think the people need to have confidence in your ability to make it scalable and sustainable organization. So all the best to you. I think just keep on kind of, I think, thinking big and keep on creating excellence for your existing customers and invest more into, as I said, sales, marketing, brand, and keep on creating some new products also, product differentiation. Like you may have one variety of coffee, but in India, mein hundreds of types of teas are available, or even coffees are available. So keep on kind of, I think, experimenting and create some new flavors, some new products, some new kind of, I think, services. In the coffee shop, you can also add some more kind of, I think, products. The way I would say Starbucks has done, or many other organizations, you can have actually cross-sell some more products. But I think the most important part is a good product, and your existing customers will be happy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. And I think we are coming to, close of the session, and last two questions only. So Mr. Padam from Chennai has asked that how do you deal with lack of innovative ideas and high cost of technology? So exactly what you just spoke. So in continuation with that, Motilal ji, if you can throw some light on that.
Innovation is very, very important. I think because in this kind of fast changing world, you keep on kind of, I think, creating some differentiation, and whatever products, as I keep on saying, that what has worked for you yesterday may not work for you tomorrow. So to remain relevant in this kind of, I think, very cutthroat dog kind of, I think, world, you need to be very, very kind of, I think, I would say, agile, and keep on adding more products, or keep on kind of, I think, creating more and more features into your existing products. You will go fail, but I think you need to take some risk. Okay. And you keep on reading, I think, what are the new technologies that are coming in, what are the kind of, I think, how your global competitors are doing it. Not only in same industry, but say, see, I compete, we are in financial services, banks, mutual funds and brokers and all. But we look at how the best of the IT companies are doing it, so that we adopt the best of the technology, not only from my firm, my competition, which is the brokerage and mutual fund, but from banks, from insurance companies, from IT companies. Okay, so keep on learning and adopting those kind of, I think, changes. And sometimes you will go fail, but innovation is only about failing, getting up, failing, getting up, experimenting, and getting up. And in that process, I think you become far better. You learn a lot, and I think that's the way you grow your organization. That's it from my side.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Divya ji,
Thank you so
Divya
much.
ji, I would like to add something here.
Please,
that I
please
think
go ahead.
friends, a lot of us are stuck with this word innovation, disruption, big changes. Don't worry if you are not making something which notices. Keep making those small changes on a daily basis. Keep adding something different, and ask yourself a question when whatever you're doing in your company. Is there a different way of doing it? क्या कोई और तरीका है ये करने का? क्या हम कुछ नया सोच सकते हैं? And if you can't think of new things, ask your employees, ask your friends, ask your vendors. And I learn many things which I within JBN I keep doing. मैंने ऐसी और किसी प्रोग्राम का मुझे कुछ अच्छा लगा तो सब JBN में जितने कन्वीनर्स उनको पता है मैं तुरंत उसका फोटो खींच के उनको भेज देता हूँ हिमांशु भाई को भेजा भाई ये इवेंट ऐसा कर रहा है कैन वी डू इट एनी स्मॉल थिंग सो यू वो मैं कहता हूँ इफ यू कांट बिल्ड योर ओन फ्लावर्स pick up the best flowers from different gardens and at least you can make the most unique bouquet you know that वो तो हम कर सकते हैं even if we can't grow our own individual flowers so keep a positive mind.
Wonderful. So here is the last question for Sanjay ji. Naveen Munot from Nasik has asked, उधारी टाइम पे वसूल नहीं हो पा रही है कोविड के बाद कैश बिजनेस तो बढ़ा है पर पुराना पेमेंट नहीं आ रहा है सो हाउ डू डील विद सच काइंड ऑफ क्राइसिस सिचुएशन.
देखिए ये सबकी प्रॉब्लम है और इसमें देखिए 2-3 चीजें जो मैं भी कर रहा हूँ कैश बेसिस का काम कीजिए और पुराना पैसा यू प्रॉब्ली टेक इन इंस्टॉलमेंट बिकॉज इफ यू क्रिपल अ कस्टमर एंड ब्रेक द कस्टमर अज्यूमिंग उनका धंधा चल रहा है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विजिट द कस्टमर आप करें या कोई विश्वास वाला करे नॉट ओनली अ जूनियर सेल्स पर्सन और देखिए उनके हालचाल क्या है ऑलवेज मूव अराउंड व्हेन यू डोंट सिट इन द कस्टमर्स एयर कंडीशन ऑफिस see his warehouse, see his factory. How about देखिए माल आ रहा है जा रहा है it will give you an idea कि कस्टमर का काम तो चल रहा है he is cash struck liquidity problem है which is a different issue. पहली बात हुआ है तो उसको धीरे धीरे इवॉल्व कीजिए मे बी आपका 100 रुपया बाकी है नया काम दीजिए उसका पूरा पैसा लीजिए पुराना का 10% लीजिए so slowly you will get out together and you will build a relation which will last forever. दूसरी बात यह है कि उनको आइडियाज दीजिए आप जिस एसोसिएशंस में हैं कम आउट विद आइडियाज हाउ दे कैन गेट लिक्विडिटी इन देयर सिस्टम आप इंडिविजुअली नहीं कर सकते हैं एज एन एसोसिएशन दे आर वेरी वेज आजकल सरकार ने बहुत सारी स्कीम्स दे रखी है एमएसएमई की बैंक्स के साथ यू हैव दिस इमरजेंसी क्रेडिट स्कीम कईयों को पता है कईयों को पता नहीं है बैंक्स आर नॉट एबल so maybe their association can create an empanelment of chartered accountants who will enable them to get and find liquidity in the market with security, whatever the norms are. So please, you need to work with them. उनसे झगड़ा करेंगे वो और किसी को कैश देके माल खरीदने लगेंगे और आपको पैसा नहीं देंगे तो you will also lose the margin on new business. जबकि आप नया बिजनेस उनसे करेंगे you will earn margin and वो थोड़े प्रेशर में आपको थोड़े better prices देंगे because they have that pressure somewhere in between them. तो धंधा चलाते रहिए पुराना पैसा थोड़ा थोड़ा निकाले कि उनको हर्ट नहीं as long as you feel that unka business chal raha hai and he'll be back to normal. I'm sure you will see a lot of success with this.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And in fact, I will just add, there are a lot of schemes like MSME Samadhan, wherein you can get your money recovered. There are also schemes like bill discounting, so you can go through that. So I think we had such a wonderful interaction and there are so many questions. Let me just give you some statistics. Into the motivation section, we had more than 15 questions. Into the HR, we had more than 15 to 20 questions. Into the finance and liquidity, more or less 10 to 15 questions. Into the customer retention, we had the maximum questions about 20 to 25 questions. And the business expansion and generation of new business was more than 30-35 questions. So if I see the questions are similar in everybody's mind, and I think you both have given such a wonderful insights to probably those nitty-gritties of our businesses wherein we need to focus. And it was absolutely wonderful Sunday morning spent with learning so many aspects of building great businesses and how to overcome challenges. And most importantly, how to keep motivated ourselves as business owners and entrepreneurs. I will say emerging business leaders surely need mentors like Motilal ji, Sanjay ji, but they also need a network of peers to reassure them that they are not alone on the path. So at JBN, let's be that reassurance for each other. Stay motivated, keep inspiring your teams and keep growing. Thank you to our mentors, Shri Motilal ji Oswal and Shri Sanjay Jain for your valuable time and guidance today.
Thanks, Divya. Thank you. Really pleasure to be with you, and I'm sure it was worthwhile. I like that you started on time, you ended on time, and you really, I think, asked the very right questions to all of you. Let me share that Divya is also, I think, thanks to her kind of, I think, skills, she's on our board also. We are a listed company, so I'm sure Divya, I think, you will add a lot of value to our company also.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone.
So then, thank you Motilal ji and Sanjay ji and Divya ji for conducting this program. And I hope that all of you listening on various social handles and in the Zoom room might have liked this. Please like, share, and put your comments and subscribe and follow the page. Now I will request all of you and organizers to please stand up for a national anthem, and so that we can actually conclude our program.
Thank you.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you very much, and stay tuned for our announcement of next MTM series.
Over to you, Sanjay ji.
Sanjay ji, please.
Just 1 minute more, friends. Thank you very much for having joined in. We'll be having our next M2M meeting in January 3rd week. You will shortly get the things. जैसे किसी ने कहा है, जवाब तभी मिलते हैं जब आप सवाल पूछते हैं. Sorry, we could not take everyone's question today. We tried to regroup and ask as many, but I'm sure you'll get another opportunity with another set of mentors who will be equally good or better. And साथ में ये बोलना चाहूँगा, very shortly we will be launching our website, जहाँ mentors, जो लोग mentoring कर सके, please enroll as mentors. जो लोग mentoring नहीं, mentoring चाहते हैं, they enroll as mentees. हम एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाएंगे जहाँ 1-to-1 अपने मनपसंद लोगों से 1-to-1 कनेक्ट करके उनसे mentoring ले सकते हैं, because सबके अपने अपने प्रॉब्लम्स हैं और उनके सोल्यूशन करने वाले अलग अलग लोग हैं. And we hope this mentoring thing will be a self thing. उसके बाद में JBN का कोई रोल नहीं है. आप देखो, चूज करो, but please mentors को जोड़िए. Don't you need to give also, then only someone can get. तो ये give and take की जिम्मेदारी रखिए. कई लोग give भी कर सकते हैं और take भी कर सकते हो, तो आप दोनों हो सकते हैं mentor and mentoring. Not an issue, but please connect with us. Then only we can grow as a community. We can grow together. And JBN की जो objectives है of economic empowerment, which is one of the 3 objectives of Jito, we can together do it. So इन्हीं words के साथ सबको वापस मेरा सादर जय जिनेंद्र. Look forward to having you us with more, and thank you for everyone who joined, staying on till the very end. That was really motivating and gave us a lot of encouragement. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you.